The shipping industry, also termed as the invisible industry by many, is crucial to the existence of the global economy, yet very few people have any idea what happens at the high seas. It is an industry which is secretive and fascinating at the same time. But as vital as the industry is to the world and its people, equally important is the work of the brave seafarers who perform one of the toughest jobs in the world by running those massive ships through the roughest seas and riskiest areas. If it hadn't been for them, the global trade would come to a standstill. People would be devoid of their basic necessities and some nations would find it extremely difficult to even survive. In this video we will talk about those brave people who is behind of all of the hard works inside the ships. Before we proceed to the main part of this video, please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel and click that notification bell below so that you will be notified to all of my videos. The master is the person holding the Deck Class 1 certificate of competency. He is the commanding person of the ship and the highest ranked deck officer. The captain commands the ship. He should be present on the bridge while arriving at and leaving ports, in shallow waters, during reduced visibility, during any equipment malfunctions, when other navigation officers are unable to handle the ship during heavy traffic, and during any emergency or abnormal situation. The chief officer holds a Deck Class 2 certificate of competency. He may hold the Class 1 COC as well. With further experience or exams, he will become a master. Chief officer is in charge of the deck and all deck ratings: bosun, pumpman, abs, OSs, chief cook and steward. He is in charge to load and discharges the cargo, prepares loading and discharging plans for cargo, gives them their daily work schedule. The second mate holds a Deck Class 3 certificate of competency. He may hold the Class 1 and Class 2 COC as well. With further experience or exams, he will become a chief mate. In charge of correcting charts, sailing directions, the list of light and fog signals, radio signals and updating navigational warnings. Preparing noon reports, reporting the vessel, testing bridge equipment. The third mate holds a Deck Class 3 certificate of competency. He may hold the Class 1 or Class 2 COC as well. With further experience, he will become a second mate. Maintenance of life-saving equipment and firefighting equipment under Safety Officer S instruction. Handling port papers on behalf of the captain. Preparing drill reports. Handling mooring stations. The Deck Cadet is a trainee navigation officer. He may be a fresher at sea. He has to perform and learn jobs under the chief officer. He does various jobs, from cleaning to navigating ships. The Deck Cadet must never be used as a cheap laborer by his seniors. He must be taught and guided, gives work orders for the engine room and checks the progress of work. He should be present in the engine room during major maintenance work, for example piston overhauling. In charge of the engine during any emergency and reporting to the master as appropriate. If you want to know more about marine life, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and we'll see you next week.